plate.
Michael Rothman with ABC News, you have speed.
Awesome. So great movie, really great movie. Everyone was great. The cast was kind of unreal, actually. But I want to know, how did it feel to tackle Meryl Streep and you kind of gave it to her? I mean, that was amazing.
Yeah. Well, it had its pros and its cons. It was definitely terrifying to anticipate. But once we were doing it, it was so correct and it was so necessary for just this powder keg that's bound to go off at some point that it was pretty gratifying. I was glad when it was over, though. I really was.
I feel like it's like every actress's dream. You're like, oh, I got to tackle Meryl Streep and like kind of get in her face a couple of times and just really get
Well,
into
I have a short list of other actors that I would have preferred to. I'm just kidding.
Oh, I was going to say.
Just kidding.
How was it tough to play, to go there and be, as a mother, to be this mother on screen that's kind of like a loose cannon, curses a lot? It was a couple, I didn't count the F-bombs, but
I know. There were several.
I was a fan.
Yeah.
Was that tough for you?
It's not my brand of mothering, certainly. Barbara's version is very different from my version, but I think everybody's just trying to get through the day really the best that they can. And I mean, look at who her mother is. It's not surprising.
That's awesome. And how do you, moving forward, how are you balancing family life with films? Does that affect, like, what roles you'll take and where you'll film in the process, because you want to be close to your family, I'm sure?
It does, especially now all three of my children are in school, so most things get dictated by the school schedule. So, everything works out in the end. It's not too challenging, really.
Do you try to bring them on set if you can, possibly? Or?
I used to always. This was the first movie that I have made in 10 years that I was away from them. And that was particularly hard. And just as well, because honestly, they couldn't have visited this set very often. I mean, they did, but not on days like the poster that I'm looking at.
Nice. And, I mean, we talked earlier about the cast. The cast is unbelievable. Top to bottom, I think the women there are ridiculous, probably as good as it gets. We see you as like this iconic actress. How do your kids are getting older?
Mm-hmm.
Are they starting to see what we see yet, or are you're still mom who carpools?
Well, mom who carpools, and my older children are starting to understand a little bit more clearly what it is that I do for a living. They know it involves makeup because it's the only time they see me with makeup on, and they're starting to put it together. But it's a funny thing, being an actor and having your kids understand what that means.
And Dermot's been telling this story. Did you really adopt a pregnant? Yeah, I was like, this is hilarious.
Yes, I got a dog from the pound in Oklahoma, and 2 weeks later there were 4 little puppies sitting next to her. Yeah.
Are you keeping the puppies?
We kept 2. This was a year ago. We have 2, and we gave 2 away.
That's amazing. Well, thank you very much. And
Thank
like
you.
I said, huge fan. Great movie.
Thank you.
It's just a pleasure.
Thank you so much.
Thank you so much.